Welcome into Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi, and a big-time win streak is on the line today, Chris.
No one's really sure how much a manager impacts wins and losses over the course of the season, but I'll say right now, this manager has been making all the right moves.
Just about set to go. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Jordan Montgomery. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with the runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Here comes a pitch. Matt McClain stands in now and watches strike one.
First pitch, 115.
Fought off foul. Liner snagged it first.
Great diving catch on the line drive, and the ground does not cause a fumble. Great athleticism on that play right there.
Jonathan India at the plate.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Ball one low. 1 out, bases empty. One down, bases empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And here it comes. Got it by him for the K. Two outs, bases empty. And here is T.J. Friedl. 1 for 4 with a double in yesterday's game. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Two out, space is empty. And that one a little below the knees. And 1-1. Two outs. And they'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Left-hand hitter waits. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one misses in the dirt.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Two down, nobody on. That one ripped right center field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there we see the result.
So 2 down. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Man on second, 2 down. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Out to short, Win. Throws to first in time. Out number 3. Reds leave 1. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Busch Stadium. And on the mound now, Andrew Abbott.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Fastball for a strike. And a pitch. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. His second homer this series, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. The wind of the pitch. Short hop liner handled it short in plenty of time to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. They've had a great year offensively, as good an offensive team as you will find.
They're deep first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Nolan Gorman stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And he deals. Smoke to right, but he's got it.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
And next is the Cardinals 4-hitter, ST.LOUIS. First pitch just misses. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Check swing, and he held up. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. Line drive, knocks it down. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
2 gone with runners at the corners. Here's Nolan Arenado. Homered last night, added another hit as well. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And another ball.
Tough spot right here, a couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And now the lefty. And a foul ball. Makes the count 2-1.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
And a 2-1 on the way. The other way. This looks like extra bases. 1 run is in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers who are trying to slow him down.
So 2 on with 2 away. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. In there for strike 1. The pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Bounces over the wall and foul ground. It's an automatic double. As 2 runs score in the play.
That's such a frustrating play for an outfielder. You know you should make this play, but you never really had a chance because of the bad angle. What should have been an out turned out to be a double.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And that will end the inning. They get 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and leave 1. New inning getting started, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer. The pitch. Just missed.
He's already pitching with a 4-0 lead, so we should see him be aggressive. Fill up the strike zone. Don't issue free passes.
The 1-0.
Ball 2.
Foul ball there. Two one now. That one drifts inside.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. It sets the tone for the rest of the game.
The 3-1. Fastball for a strike.
3-2.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Ryan Noda in the box now. No balls and a strike. At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Now a chance for Tyler Stevenson. There's a strike. The pitch. Gorman toss to second, and they'll just get the one. So digging in, Stuart Fairchild.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
In the dirt, and the runner holds. Stevenson leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Two outs. This to third. Slings it across, and that is that. So 1 left for Cincinnati. They're down 4-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Montgomery.
It's so easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
And that's outside. Ball 1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Noda steps on the bag. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
Now batting, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Rips that one to right. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Fires fires to second too late into second with a double, and Nat was hard hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 1 so far. Just missed. Man at second. Swings and sends a rocket to right. And it's caught for the out. Throw into third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Now back, second baseman.
Here's Nolan Gorman. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs. Obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one.
Well, made it so comfortable for his club to secure that win. Very fresh team today, and it doesn't have to be all on him, but the way he's been swinging it, I expect him to have another big one.
In the air, left field. Steer makes the grab, and that's the inning. So 1 left for the Cardinals, but they lead it 4-0. Back here in St. Louis, and now the pitcher, Andrew Abbott.
Andrew Abbott.
Montgomery back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Abbott measures 6 feet even, 24 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2021. Swing and a miss as he was out front. And down on strikes he goes, and that's the first out.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. he wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at-bat like that as a hitter other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. He's got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
McClain batting with one down, takes a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all three swings.
That's down and in. The Cards leading by 4. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. In the air, left field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. So up next, Jonathan India. And a foul ball. The Reds down by 4 here in game 3 of this 4-game series. That misses the zone. 1-1. This one in the air, right field. Makes a nice running catch. And that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, CINCINNATI. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That one ripped. Gone. That'll fire up the dugout. Home run number 65 on the year. It's 5-zip. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the last half of the 3rd. There's a swing and a drive. Out of here. His 33rd homer of the year. It's 6-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Brood. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Andrew Abbott gives way, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with this. Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Connor Overton.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Bounce to 3rd, and it goes just foul. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. That one drilled left field. Bangs off the wall. Around first, digging for 2. The relay throw. Not going to get him. He's in there. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So, man aboard, Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. And that one in the air center field. Settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out.
The batter, the left fielder, Pete Armstrong.
So digging in, Pete Crow Armstrong. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
Hard ground ball, base down. Arenado around third. The throw's offline, he's saved. It's 7-0. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Jordan Montgomery next up for the Cardinals. And right back to the mound. 2 away.
Up next for the Cardinals, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. He's already homered in this game. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 7-0. You're dialed into the show. Back here in St. Louis, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, TJ Friedl. And the pitch. Late with the swing there.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
And a pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
And the 0-2. Line drive, base hit down the line. And the leadoff man aboard.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I'll tell you what, it's not easy to do.
Man at first. Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Ellie De La Cruz. Swinging a foul straight back.
The Reds signed Ellie in 2018, but it took a few years for him to stand out in their minor league system. In 2021, he went from an unranked prospect to a player on a fast track to the majors. Few scouts out there believe a growth spurt helped change Ellie's entire career.
Brings it in.
The left fielder, number 7.
So up next, Spencer Steer. Rudder takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Contreras throws. Not in time. It's a stolen base.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one 1 run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
Kicks and deals. Good job to fight that one off. Man at second. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. The run comes in from second, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up. Not in time. He's safe.
Well done. Drives in the run. I love the hustle out of the box, man. He drove that baseball, and he was thinking triple right away. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
And now it's going to be Ryan Noda. That's in there. And that's strike one. The Reds with a lot of ground to make up. Top half of inning number 4. Just off the outside edge. And the count even 1-1. That one the other way. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Picks himself up an RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now Tyler Stevenson on the ground. Arenado to second. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors. No one left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Cardinals 7 and the Reds 2. And we're back. Bottom of the 4th. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. And the pitch. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay. The tag. And he's out trying for 3.
Really nice job of hitting right there, but you've got to be a better base runner than that and understand the situation. With nobody out, you've got to be able to shut it down, stay at second, keep yourself in scoring position instead of killing a potential rally.
One down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. And the right-hander deals. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, right fielder
Demetrius Lewis will hit next. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? You'll one. And there's a foul ball.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Right-handed reliever. Got him swinging. Redbirds down quietly, but they're still on. Back here at Busch Stadium, we go to the top of the 5th at the plate. Stuart Fairchild. And first offering is fouled off. Now this is in the air down the line. Lewis snags it on the run.
Now batting, the pitcher, Connor Overton.
So they turn to a bat off the bench for the pitcher, Jeimer Candelario. Looking to start something with one gone. And there's the strike.
0-1.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Hauls it in for the out. And there's two away.
The batter number 9, second baseman,
Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. Right through there for a strike. Aim for a strike. 0-2 now.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Foul ball, still 0-2. The Cardinals leading by 5, and we're at the top of the 5th. This to center field. Donovan grabs it on the run. Lucas Sims comes on now.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
The pitch. Contreras leading things off and takes a strike.
You know, these Cardinals, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been absolutely smashing the baseball. They've racked up a bunch of hits, and 8 have gone down for extra bases.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Makes the catch for the out.
And 8 extra base hits is a big number, and it's pretty clear the offense is just feeding off each other at this point. Confidence is contagious.
Base hit center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
1 down. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And there's 2 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next to hit. 1 for 2. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that'll do it. Top 6. Now the number 2 hitter, Jonathan India. India in his 4th year, 27 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. And here it comes. And a good eye there. And now the lefty.
Ball, that's down.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Here comes a pitch. That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1 now. And a pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedel. There's a strike. India on at first, nobody out. Late on that fastball.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
And he deals. Double play ball to second. Gorman over to second, over to first, safe.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Ellie De La Cruz. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
So here's a fun note on Ellie. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
Lewis makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
The left-hander, number 7, Spencer.
Man at first, Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds. And that's in there at the knees. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
2 outs. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And ball 1.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swung on, belted, way back there. And it's off the wall. Around third. Relay throw home. He's safe.
Comes through with the RBI. Just about got it out of here down the line to left. So I'm sure he wishes he could have put a little more behind it, but he's got to feel good about that missile off the wall.
Digging in, Ryan Noda. Fastball for a strike. Kicks and fires. Good eye right there. One run across in the frame so far, and we're the top half of the 6th. Man on second, 2 down. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Run scoring double here for the Reds. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. You're watching St. Louis Cardinals baseball on the show Midwest. Bottom of the inning. Now it's going to be Jordan Montgomery.
Jordan Montgomery.
Sims back to work. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Oh, 0-2 now. Lifted in the air out to left. Steer hauls it in, and there's one away.
Up next for the Cardinals, the first baseman.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. And up next for St. Louis, Paul Goldschmidt. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Now that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
That's hard hit on the line. And that should be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now the center fielder, Brendan Donovan. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Coming home. He'll score, and it's 8-3.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Man at second with one away. Here's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman. First offering misses badly for ball one. One out and a runner at second here in the bottom of the sixth. And that one hit to first. Oh, and it hits the base.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
One gone, runner at first. Next to hit, ST.LOUIS.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Wide throw, and it gets away.
Well, this offense just got a major gift. Probably should have been a double play, but it all starts with a good feed to second. And right there, everything broke down on the throw. We'll see if they can capitalize on this.
And now the catcher comes up to hit, Wilson Contreras. little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
Runners at first and second with one gone here in game 3 of this 4-game series. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around third. He pulls into second, and a run comes in to score.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Now on the bump, Ian Jabot.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season, so we'll see if that factors in.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Here's Nolan Arenado. 3 for 3's doubled twice and single. Just missed.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Frieda settles under it. Nabs it, and that should get the job done as he tags from third. He scores on the sac fly, and it's an 8-run lead.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
And now Mason Wynn, 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Man at second. Stays alive. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. So it's 4 runs for him, 4 hits, 1 error, and 1 left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 11 and the Reds 3. Top of inning number 7, and now Tyler Stevenson.
Tyler Stevenson.
The pitch. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Now time called. Pitching coach coming out for a meeting as 2 relievers continue to throw in the bullpen. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jordan Montgomery won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Pitching change here, Yency Almonte. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days.
Almonte.
At the belt and fires. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 1 out.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. Strike two.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Oh, 2 now. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
That one catches the zone. Strike one.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Two down, nobody on. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Two outs. Out towards right center field. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. This one pretty well decided at this point. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Cardinals 11 and the Reds 3. Alexis Diaz gets the call from the pen.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
The pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that one hops the wall. Now around second, going for third. He's in there.
Well, most guys would have a double out of that, but for elite speed like his, that's an automatic double. He's thinking, how do I turn this into a triple? And that's exactly how you do it.
Almonte next up for the Cardinals. Ripped on a line. And he makes the catch. Runner tags for home. He'll score the sac fly. It's 12-3. So the batting order turns over. Paul Goldschmidt now at the plate. That one ripped. And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a double. 4th hit of the night for him. 1 out, runner at second. Brendan Donovan digs in now. Sliced hard but foul. Outside low, and now it's even 1-1. Goldie, the runner at second with 1 away. Righty delivers. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Man, it's so difficult as a hitter to get on plane with that pitch. It's breaking down and in, and you've got to find a way to match the plane. And if it's nasty like that one, bite at the end, most times you're swinging over the top and walking back to the dugout.
Over to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 12 and the Reds 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 8th. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, Matt McClain. And a pitch. That clips the zone, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
Righty to the plate. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Jonathan India, the next to hit for the Reds. Right through there for a strike. One down, base is empty. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The pitch. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Crow Armstrong should have it. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Friedel stands in now, looks at that one inside. The Reds with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Just missed. Left-hand batter waits. And a foul ball. That one finds the corner. And the count's even at 2. Two down, nobody on. To third, Arenado. Throws across the diamond, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. So they go quietly there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Cardinals 12 and the Reds 3. Back here in St. Louis, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Demetrius Lewis. And the pitch. Back up the... Oh, that got him! And they get the out after the ricochet. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the right.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
Now up for St. Louis, Wilson Contreras. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Diaz, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a two-seamer. Right-hander kicks, deals, and he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Friedel ranging back, and that one is going to go. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 13-3. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boo. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dip. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there, too. Gave it a great effort, but, you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
So one out, nobody on. Nolan Arenado next up for the Cardinals. And a swing and a line drive into right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Win in the box with 2 gone. And it takes a look at a called strike. And that one ripped into right. Diving, it gets down. Could be extra bases. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
And now here is Pete Crow Armstrong. And first offering is fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one back. And that ball is gone. So he blasts one out the other way. It's their second home run of the inning, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 15-3. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Base is empty with 2 away. Here's the pitcher, Yency Almonte. He's 0 for 1. Lined into left center, base hit. It's a nice hitting from the pitcher, extends the inning.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Now here is Paul Goldschmidt. That one missed. Two outs. And he gets tied up right there. Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Emilio Pagan loosening up for manager David Bell. Antone also throwing. Next pitch is outside. Ripped to short. Third out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Last chance coming up for the Reds. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Kicks and deals. Ground ball, Goldie. Steps on first for the out. He's 2 outs away. Next to hit, Spencer Steer. He's got a single, a double, and a triple in this game. A home run gets him the cycle. First pitch, and he just misses. One down, base is empty. That one fouled off. And the righty deals. On the ground, right side. Got him on the off-balance throw. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan Noda.
Reds down to their final out. And here's the first baseman, Ryan Noda. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Lifted to left, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cardinals slow.
Since they've lost, I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
15-3 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.